Hello, everyone. So, my name is Dr. Backley. I'm a psychiatrist, like a lot of you probably already know. But one thing you probably don't realize or know that I own a business and I also do the stock market. So, if you listen to me in the evening, that's probably what I do. But today's, I want to talk more specifically about money, past, present, and future. And the reason I want to talk to you is because it's not as straightforward as we think. And there's a lot of shifts that has gone on and continuously going on that if we're not careful about our tomorrow presently, then we will be lost. And this is the shift that's happening today, and the shift is going to continuously happen. And so I want to put this out there just so I can give my 2 cents, but at the same time to help those who kind of sort of need or want help. So let me talk to you about money. Let's go to the board and let's go through history and let's talk about a couple of things. Okay? All right, let's do this. I hope everyone is doing okay today. All right, so there was a time when we talked about money, there was a middle class, but now since the Obama timeline, the middle class, there is no middle class. There's a super rich, and then there is a $250,000 middle class to poor ratio. And then there's the 99. So context we've heard recently, and this is since the Obama presidency, that we're dealing with the 1% and the 99%. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about that just for a second. All right. So when it comes to the 1% 99, where that came from, that the $250,000 number, where did it come from? It came from the economists back in Obama's timeline who re-looked at the economy in the United States. The economy was shifting because of a lot of manufacturing with robotics. It was shifting because of global warming. It was shifting because of certain things that's happening in America. And companies going to China, Switzerland, India, and so on and so forth. Okay, so the economists came out and said, if you, in your net line, not your gross line, in your net line, if you make $250,000 or less, you are now considered poor. Now, what does that mean, poor? That doesn't mean in the context of living on the street poor. This is in the context of it's difficulty because you're living check by check. The toys that we have, the mortgage that you have, the kids that we express and pay for. So because of the economists and how we live our lifestyle of credit and everything like that, we're anything from $250,000 and below. We're considered the 99 percenters, and the 99 percenters are considered poor. Now, what the hell happened from the middle class? Well, the middle class, it changed. Well, how and why did it change? Well, let me show you a little bit on the board on how and why it changed. Now, some of you are going to get a little upset. Don't be. Hey, Holly. Hey, Faith, my lady and sir. Okay. Slavery happened. And then when slavery happened, people was working. Okay. Now, because of selective breeding, that happened. Then machines came about. Then we had more workers and less work. Okay, those happen. Then we have a time period of robotics. More work has pushed out because of robotics, and then less workers are now needed. Because of robotics, less workers are needed. We're now gone, or we have gone into a period of now in the AI. Okay, so think about the shifts. When you had the timeline when slavery was there, we had they were building the people. We call it selective breeding. Okay, so now you have a group of people, we call them enslaved at the time, and they're now the stronger and smarter. Okay, fine. Then the shift between machines came about, and so the machines were better than the people. who are bigger and stronger. And then so now more workers came out because you need more machines, but less work for the people. Then you have that shift between, in the social side of it, the social side is the owners versus the slaves. Now you have people starting to mingle. Then, now in today's time, we have robotics. In manufacturing, it is not uncommon for manufacturing to produce a whole line of cars and a whole line of whatever. Now you have those workers are now in the streets too. And so now we have all of that, less workers needed, more technology is there, and now we have a shift difference in economics. Economics means it costs more, right? Global warming destroyed 20% of our produce. Overpopulation and so on and so forth. We can go United Nations, look them up. They got a whole list of whole things, reason whys. But the whole point is this. Our money is stagnant, meaning how we get paid for those of us who work. Money is stagnant, while the expense of everything else is going up. At the same time, we want to keep certain things in our lifestyle. We call them toys. Okay, we want to have the best car that we can drive. We want to go on certain vacations. We want to have a nice house and all of those. So all of those are debt. And when you have a debt asset ratio, more debt you have, the less assets you have. And that is how we be considered poor. Okay, $250,000 net. If you cannot log on to your bank and see $250,000 or more, you are classified as a 99 percenter. And if you are classified as a 99 percenter, you are considered poor. Okay, it's worse. Now that we have robotics, what really scared me, and this happened, I saw the video back in 2015. What really scared me is Dubai. Now, if you have not, I'm pretty sure you heard of Dubai, Middle Eastern, go look it up. I want you to look up more specifically the Museum of the Future. So let me show you what that looks like. Hello. Okay. So Dubai, that's how you spell it, the Museum of the Future. Okay. Once you look that up, I want you to look at the video and I want you to look at this right here. The future plus mankind. Okay. Think about this. In history, slavery and slavery and these slave owners, there was a separation. Then you got machines, and those who own the mechanics and those who could control the machines, and then you got people. Now you got robotics. So you got robotics and you got more people out in the streets. Okay, not working and adjusting. Now you got the Museum of the Future. And the Museum of the Future is very interesting because it shows you everything from robots to self-driving cars to the future of technology, AI, and what you can body AI into. Which, as a psychiatrist, my biggest concern and question is, I didn't see in the future, in Dubai's Museum of the Future, I did not see how the future of that world and mankind coexist. That's concerning to me. And because I didn't see it coexist, my concern, as well as a lot of other concerns, is, okay, how do we make a living in that kind of world? If robotics, if robots, if all of the technology and AI can do, well, we're already producing mass cars. And now we're getting into self-driving cars, and your refrigerator is ordering your food for you. What happens when, what kind of job are we going to have in this kind of world? And that is the problem. That's the concern. And that is the concern when it comes to money. Hey, Holly, what you saying? We also have to get a college education, pay ridiculous amount of penalty, even with it. Absolutely. And now, even in the college side of it, let's go education. Even last year, what was it? 68, 69% of bachelor degree graduates couldn't even find a job in their degrees. And I'm talking about nationally. 69% of the national graduates of bachelor's degree last year could not find a job in their field of study. The technology is moving so fast. How are we going to have that to life, right? So I got a couple of questions. So let's go on the board. Okay, first question. How do we deal with the future when you can't even deal with the now, right? So in context, how are we dealing with the future if we are arguing amongst ourselves now? Everyone think this is a black and white issue or a white and dark skin or brown skinned or whatever skin. Look, this has nothing to do with race because tell me, what does a robot know or care about color? They don't care about color. They don't care about money. They care about a program. They care about the job itself. Okay. So if we don't understand how do we work with each other now, how are we going to handle our future? And then the next question is, do we need money or skills? Right? Do we need money or skills? And so my question, my concern is we need both, but how do we need both? The best thing for me to advise is investing. Okay. So let's say if I'm not a technology kind of person, the best thing for me to know is stock market or real estate or something to that. But even in real estate, you have to be careful in today's time. Why do I say real estate have to be careful? Well, if robotics and technology is coming more and more advancements, people are not going to have as many jobs. And if those people can't work, what kind of system is going to support them in their living? Eventually, we're going to have a housing bubble. Now, I'm not saying tomorrow. I'm just saying you have to be mindful of these things. We're talking about the future. How are we going to make money in the future when the future is so advanced? Stock market in context, we can always make money in the stock market. Even stock market, the day trader guys, they're even saying we can't day trade because there's rhythms and what do they call it, computer rhythms that's doing the trading for them nowadays. And I'm concerned about the future because even biblically, I want to show you something. Even biblically, Genesis 1, 2, and 3, and 4. There was a time when God and man saw each other. They actually saw each other and walked with each other. And then eventually it was just a matter of time between God and man was separated. What happens if man makes a robot? Isn't it just the same that in time man and robot is going to be by itself? Now, again, I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm just simply saying. Oh, sorry about that. I'm just simply saying, when it comes to our future and when it comes to the aspect of making money and how do we support our kids and their kids, I want you to be really mindful in this position. And I think this is a position that we really, really need to pay attention because history dictates it, from slavery to the people, to machines and the people, to robotics and the people. Well, what's next, right? Technology is not going away. So how are we going to make money? Now today, in today's time, we're doing the best we can do, but look at the GDP, right? But tomorrow, I'm talking about after, our kids and the kids' kids. I'm teaching my kids how to invest, right? Don't worry about going to school, how to own a business, how to do leadership, and how to start up businesses. All of those, there are certain things that we can do, but the easiest that we can spread on is investing. So anyway, I just wanted to bring this to your attention. This is something that I really want everyone to really be concerned and just simply not to stress over, but just to be concerned over it. And look up Dubai, the Museum of the Future. There's videos out there. And they've already started construction. I'm thinking they're probably opening up this year or next year, one of the two. It is awesome. I'm not lying. It is absolutely awesome. Now, when it comes to investing, I've been asked to teach the stock stuff. I might come out and open it up to the public, and if that's something that you're interested in, let me know. Just give me a message down below, and we'll go from there. Other than that, I just wanted to bring this out. 1% is rich. The 99%, if you cannot log into your bank account and you can't look at $250,000 or more every year, I really want you to think about this. You are really classified as the 99%ers, and they are considered poor. All right? Robotics is not going anywhere. The Museum of the Future tells us that. So my concern is, how do we make money in this position? All right, that's Dr. Bagley. Sorry for this one, but I think this is something we need to look at and continuously down the line talk more about it. But until then, have a great weekend. Sun is out. So enjoy yourselves, and I will talk to you guys later. All right, bye-bye.